It's an upside-down twin world, orbiting the same sun, but with opposite gravitational pulls. The upper world is prosperous and rich, the lower world is backward and poor, and the laws of the planet stipulate that no one can communicate with people from another world, let alone try to cross over to another world. However, there are just such a couple. They have been born on the mountaintop of two worlds. In order to meet the lover, they have to fight against their respective gravity, a strange and romantic date. The man throws a rope into the air and soon pulls a girl down from it. Hello, everyone. Today, Jose is going to share a fantastic science fiction love movie called The Upside Down. Josie's channel is all about discovering and introducing niche movies. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any updates. Adam lives in the lower world of this planet. The upper world is much richer than the lower. Because there's a Skyladder company which buys oil from the lower world, refines it and sells it back at a higher price. 20 years earlier, his parents had been killed in an explosion at a Skyladder refinery, and Adam had grown up in an orphanage, leaving his aunt as his only relative. Whenever he visits his aunt, Adam can eat the magic pink flying cakes. The pink honey he uses comes from the boundary of two worlds, only found on the sacred mountain. It was here that she met the girl, and the moment she saw Eva, Adam's eyes lit up. Adam accidentally meets Eva in the upper world while collecting honey, and as the two spend more time together, they eventually establish a relationship. However, on a secret backdate, they are discovered by two world patrolmen, and Adam intends to use a rope to send Eva back to the upper world. Can come to the police, but wounded his arm, Eva also fell to the ground. Life and death do not know. 10 years passed. After years of studying pink pollen, which he extracted to develop a flawed anti-wrinkle cream, Adam is awakened by an AD for a job at Ladder, and Eva, whom he hasn't seen in years, appears on the TV. There was only one way for the lower class to get to the upper world, and that was to work for Ladder Corporation. In a bid to see Eva again, Adam used anti-wrinkle cream as a stepping stone, rubbing it on the face of a wrinkled dog sitting in front of him. The next, the wrinkles on the dog's face had miraculously disappeared. The boss was so positive about Adam that he gave him access to the topcoat for the cream research, but made it clear that he wasn't allowed to take it out. His upper world colleagues looked down on his lower world colleague, and Adam had to swallow it. But there was an old employee named Bob who didn't like their approach and took the initiative to help him out. Bob was a stamp collector and asked Adam to help him find some lower world stamps. In exchange, Adam asked him to help him find Eva. However, in order to operate in the upper world, gravity in the lower world must be controlled by an inverse matter. Bob warned Adam that inverse matter should not be left on the body for long, or it would get hot and burn. Even so, in order to meet Eva, Adam took the reverse substance that the company had provided to research the anti-wrinkle cream, arranged to meet Eva under the name of Bob, and wore all the reverse substance. In the upper world, he finally meets Eva, whom he has been longing for, and he chats him up hopefully, but gets a cold reception. From the mouth of colleagues, Adam learned that the impact of Eva lost her memory. In the face of frustrated Eva, he was at a loss. So under the pretext of work and her big chat, they are very happy. Before long, the inverse material on his body began to heat up, gradually setting his shirt on fire, and Adam feared being discovered. He rushed to the toilet, frantically flushing the burning place with water to cool his body, then releasing a urine that floated to the ceiling, setting off an alarm and forcing Adam to flee the upper world. He thought he could use Bob's white gloves to continue dating Eva, but the next day the company announced layoffs, and Bob was among them. Before he left, Bob gave Adam his employee ID card and his address so that Adam could pretend to be himself and go out with Eva. One day, after work, Adam uses Bob's phone to ask Eva to dinner at the restaurant. As he stepped out of the Ladder company for the first time and saw the bustling upper world, Adam was shocked. When he arrives at the restaurant, Eva shows up, and Adam can't help but ask her if she thinks he looks familiar. Maybe they used to know each other. Eva, used to this routine, didn't expect Adam to be so greasy and got up to leave. Adam quickly stops him, says he was only joking, and leaves Eva behind, and they have a good conversation. As they talked, Adam felt his butt burning. He looked down and saw that his shoes were melting. Adam had to play it cool. After seeing Eva off, he tried to stamp out the fire under his feet, but it was no use. Fearing his exposure, he ran as fast as he could to the bridge, and the flames finally went out. He broke free of the inverse matter and began to rise rapidly, eventually passing through the clouds and falling back to the lower world. It wasn't long before Adam had a breakthrough with his anti-wrinkle cream. At the product show, Eva sees Adam showing the cream. As the crowd watched, Adam smeared the cream on a woman's face. In just 5 seconds, the wrinkles on the old lady's face disappeared, and she looked 30 years younger. Such a stunning effect attracted the customer bursts of astonishment, but at this moment, Adam also noticed Eva's appearance, although he covered his face in time, or was recognized by the other party, his false identity was immediately broken, causing Eva angrily left the venue. Adam sees Eva leaving and chases her out with the reverse substance, but Bob's access card is no longer valid. He ignored everyone's eyes and rushed out. This madness has also led to a police manhunt. He spent the whole night on the roof trying to elude the police. Finding Bob's house in the wee hours of the morning, Bob hears his story and sews Adam a vest from upper world material so the inverse matter won't get hot. Later in the chat, Adam demonstrates his latest research using pink honey, which concocts a formula that combines the gravitational forces of both worlds. Such an amazing invention was overqualified for making face cream, and most importantly, latter didn't have the recipe yet. Back home, Adam's name kept running through Eva's head until he finally remembered. Adam was the boy from the Holy Mountain, and she waited for him at the restaurant where they were meeting. Sure enough, Adam arrived and the two embraced. But the border police soon returned. Before leaving, Adam tells Eva the usual place to meet, jumps outside on the roof, throws away the inverse matter, and then jumps off the building, leaving the upper world by aerial cable car. Late at night, Eva came out into the moonlight as promised and they embraced, and nothing could stop them from being together that moment. However, in order to get the formula, the company began to arrest them everywhere, and even all the way to the lower world. With nowhere to go, Adam asks Eva to remove the inverse substance from his body. He holds Eva and releases the shackles from his feet. The two fly into the air, Adam carrying Eva through the transition boundary, and the two stand on a rock. The border police caught up with them and broke the rope supporting the rock. They fell in mid-air, relying on Eva's one-handed support. When she began to lose, Adam let go and fell. In this way, the past reappeared. This time Eva was captured back to the upper world, and Adam was caught by a crooked cypress tree is not a big problem, but he was wanted by the upper world, and there is no way to find Eva. He spent all day on the sacred mountain, recalling their short time together. One day Bob suddenly appeared in the lower world. His body does not have the antimatter vest, but can easily in the lower world activities. Turns out he's upgraded Adam's recipe using pink pollen and scientists from both worlds to develop a transparent substance that can be taken from both worlds. Bob also used the money from stamp collecting to patent the formula before the latter company did. Bob held out a card and directed Adam to follow the directions to a restaurant. Soon Eva was there, laughing and throwing herself into Adam's arms. Adam wondered how Eva could have come down. Eva tells him he is pregnant, so can shuttle freely in the upper and lower world, not affected by gravity. Two people go through all kinds of hardships, finally can smoothly together. And their love is about to change the future of this upside-down world. That's the end of the story. Please leave your comments in the comments section. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe for more awesome videos.